Alrighty, good morning, everyone. I'd like to go ahead and call the Committee of Ways and Means to order. Happy Monday, everyone. I think we just have about 8 more Mondays left, so we're on our way. So with that, if I could have the committee staff please call the roll. Thank you.
Assemblywoman Benitez Thompson.
Good morning, present.
Assemblyman Frierson. Assemblywoman Gorla.
Here.
Assemblyman Hafen.
Here.
Assemblywoman Howdy.
Here.
Assemblyman Levitt.
Here.
Assemblywoman Miller.
Here.
Assemblywoman Monroe Moreno.
Here.
Assemblywoman Peters.
Here.
Assemblyman Roberts.
Here.
Assemblywoman Titus.
Here.
Assemblywoman Tolles.
Here.
Assemblyman Watts.
Here.
Chair Carlton.
Good morning, everyone. I am here. So with that, I believe we can go ahead and proceed. The meeting has been posted. Everyone by now should be aware of how to access the meeting through Nellis. So with that, on our agenda today, we have a work session for AB 86. We did just talk about this bill last Monday. So with that, Ms. Kaufman, are you going to walk us through the work session document?
Yes, Madam Chair, I can certainly do that. So Assembly Bill 86 was heard in Assembly Committee on Ways and Means on April 5th, 2021. The bill revises the circumstances under which a person, firm, association, or agency may be liable for expenses and costs incurred in extinguishing wildfires. Bill also removes the requirement that a fire or other emergency must have threatened the human life for expenses to be recovered. The bill provides that a person, firm, association, or agency may also be liable for expenses incurred in extinguishing a fire or meeting an emergency by a city, agency, or general improvement district created to furnish fire protection. And finally, the bill authorizes the governing body of a county, city, or general improvement district created to furnish fire protection to bring an action against a person, firm, association, or agency that is responsible for willfully and negligibly causing a wildfire to recover any expenses incurred in extinguishing the wildfire and reasonable attorney fees and litigation expenses. This bill would be effective on October 1st, 2021. The bill's presenters included Assemblywoman Peters, along with Michael Brown and Terry Taylor. There was no additional testimony in support, opposition, or neutral, and there were no amendments proposed.
Thank you very much, Ms. Kaufman. I know that Ms. Peters had shared with us an amendment that she is working on, but it had nothing to do with the fiscal side. Therefore, we didn't talk about it or process it. That will happen at another time. We're here to just deal with the fiscal component. So are there any questions of Ms. Kaufman and or Ms. Peters is on the committee of those two before I accept a motion to process this bill? Go to a different view, not seeing anyone wishing to be recognized. So with that committee, I would accept a motion to do pass Assembly Bill 86. I'll accept that motion from Ms. Benitez Thompson. A second from Ms. Monroe Moreno. Any questions or comments on the motion? Not seeing any. Assemblywoman Titus, you're waving.
I apologize. I'm slow to this. I'm going to vote this out of committee, but reserve my right. I haven't seen the amendment yet, and just voting on something that I haven't actually read to understand its full implications. I know that's not for the money committee, but it may change how I vote on the floor. So thank you, Madam Chair.
And Dr. Titus, that would be your vote on the amendment, not on the vote coming out of this committee. So it would be a totally different action. But thank you for the heads up. So with that, are there any other comments from any other committee members at this time? Did I need to say ditto for any other members on that? A ditto for Mr. Hafen. And a
So moved,
ditto
Madam
for Mr. Levitt and a ditto for Mr. Roberts. Is that correct?
Yes, Madam Chair.
And just for clarification, we are not considering the amendment. We are only considering the bill. You will be voting on the amendment in a different forum. So we are merely sending the bill back to the floor. So with that, if I could go ahead and have committee staff call the roll, please.
Assemblywoman Benitez Thompson.
Apparently, Ms. Benitez Thompson's computer will not unmute. So is that a thumbs up, Ms. Thompson? There we go. We have a thumbs up from Assemblywoman Benitez Thompson. So
Assemblyman
that is a yes.
Assemblyman Frierson. Assemblywoman Gorlow.
Yes.
Assemblyman Hafen.
Yes.
Assemblywoman Howdigy.
Yes.
Assemblyman Levitt.
Yes.
Assemblywoman Miller.
Yes.
Assemblywoman Monroe Moreno.
Yes.
Assemblywoman Peters.
Yes.
Assemblyman Roberts.
Yes.
Assemblywoman Titus.
Yes.
Assemblywoman Tolles.
Yes.
Assemblyman Watts.
Yes.
Chair Carlton.
Yes, thank you all very much. The motion passes. So with that, Assembly Bill 86 will be reported back to the floor. Our next order of business is a bill introduction, VDR 23-1083, revises provisions relating to juvenile justice, designating criminal investigators employed by the Division of Child and Family Services of the Department of Health and Human Services as Category 2 peace officers and providing other matters properly relating thereto. So with that, I would accept a motion to introduce BDR 23-1083. I'll take the motion from Ms. Benitez Thompson and a second from Vice Chair Danielle Monroe Moreno. Any questions or comments on the motion? Hearing none, staff, if you could call the roll, please.
Assemblywoman Benitez Thompson.
Yes.
Assemblyman Frierson. Assemblywoman Gorlow.
Yes.
Assemblyman Hafen.
Yes.
Assemblywoman Howdigy.
Yes.
Assemblyman Levitt.
Yes.
Assemblywoman Miller.
Yes.
Assemblywoman Monroe Moreno.
Yes.
Assemblywoman Peters.
Yes.
Assemblyman Roberts.
Yes.
Assemblywoman Titus.
Yes.
Assemblywoman Tolles.
Yes.
Assemblyman Watts.
Yes.
Chair Carlton.
And yes, the motion passes unanimously of the members present. That is our business before us today, committee. Enjoy these light days because it's going to change real quick, real soon. So with that, the only thing left on our agenda for today would be public comment. So we'll give broadcast services a moment to queue up any possible public comment for this morning. So we'll stand at ease for a moment. So with that, broadcast services, do we have anyone on the public comment line?
Chair, this is Michael from Broadcast. The public comment line is open and working. However, we have no callers at this time.
Okay, thank you very much. So committee members, thank you for your time and attention this morning. You now have a couple of spare hours in your morning to get other things done. We are adjourned. I'll see you all on the floor.